Speaking of uptight assholes, let's get to our clips, shall we? I've wasted enough time just chatting with you guys. Mike Lindell, no establishment individuals can run the RNC. That means that, no, and by the way, I don't know if you know this, but the RNC was established by Republicans to be an establishment where they can actually establish what they're about and write out, the platform, an established platform where establishing what they're doing is in an established way. Here's a good idea. If you don't want any establishment people to run the RNC, how about not have an RNC? What the fuck is with you guys? Are you a bunch of followers? Huh? Such a dick. All right. Hal is on his own brand of wacky tobacco. I've been called high on life. I'm to be specific, I am often panicked by the glory of existence. I'll admit to that. What's your opinion of Palestinian potheads? Right. It's a good thing. As long as they're not on cot, I think we're okay. Now, Mike Pillow. No establishment individuals, which I guess means him. Let's see.
Mike Lindell, brother, what do you got for us?
Fill some time.
Well, I want to say something about the RNC.
Wait a minute. Is Steve Bannon, does he have one of fucking Glenn Beck's
Mike
fucking
Lindell,
hats
brother, what
on
do you
his
got
desk?
for us?
Well,
See
I want
that?
to say something about
Isn't that one of Glenn Beck's fucking hats?
the RNC, whoever they're going to select there, because, we need Julianne Murray. I'm just telling you that. And why? Because she matches this here. This is what the RNC passed in August, 168-0. Paper ballots, hand counted, same day voted, signature required, ID required, precinct level. This was 168-0.
Yeah, but interestingly enough, they decided to not use that system to pick the leadership of the RNC. Why would that be? Let me think. Could they be, I don't know, possibly, perhaps, full of shit? Doesn't matter. He's just talking about some, MAGA aligned with him that,
Everybody. And it got pushed back by the RNC lawyers, but it did pass 168-0. So anybody that's running for the RNC, they should pick someone and just go right down.
Real quick, am I the only person? Yeah, 1,000,000,000. That's exactly Mr. Zombified in the chat room. Am I the only person who thinks that anytime something passes 100%, it is suspect? Especially when you're talking about how elections should be run. That everyone, absolutely, the idea that everybody lines up perfectly, there wasn't one abstention. Wouldn't you want some abstention? Also, if the RNC is basically, quote unquote, run by establishment types and is all, fucking rhinos through and through, and they've been bitching about that, then why did they get all of the votes for this? Now, it could be that some of those, quote unquote, rhinos know this is bullshit, will never happen, and only voted for it because they knew the maggots would come for them if they didn't, which is not exactly how you run a democracy. It's more like how a dictatorship works. That's why a lot of these assholes are like, democracy is just mob rule. Yeah, that's because that's how you do it. You try to scare people into voting the way you want. The reason you don't have mob rule, and this is so crucial, and I want people to hear me now and listen to me later. The reason American democracy is not mob rule is because we vote in secret. That's why. If you had to hold your thumb up, then that's mob rule. That's what a caucus is. That's why, say, Nevada tried to switch from a balloting system, or a caucus system to a balloting system, and why Trump wanted the caucus system. Because they'd rather have, when they have any kind of democratic situation, they want it to be mob rule. They want people to be afraid to vote otherwise.
On this
For the fucking record.
list, if you balk at any of this thing that you already voted 168-0, you're out. We can't have that. And that includes attorneys that work for the RNC.
Well, they don't have voting rights. They're just attorneys that are hired by what are you going to do? Just hire attorneys that tell you what you want to hear? Then you'll end up owing $454 million to the state of New York and E. Jean Carroll. Oh, wait a second.
Steve, when I ran for the RNC, you know what I said on stage?
You mean during your concession speech or when?
There, a year ago, I said the first thing I'll do is get rid of all the attorneys that work for the RNC.
And you didn't win. That's weird. Okay, that's great. So defund the police, I guess, technically the RNC version. Do you know what? You have my vote, fuckhead. That's it. And I would be, I guess, technically, as if I was in that organization, as rhino as you could possibly get. I'm so rhino, I'm definitely a Democrat. I'm so rhino, I'm a proud Biden voter. How do you like that, motherfucker? I'm not even a rhino. I'm a dad. Definitely a Democrat. D-A-D, motherfucker. So, but I'm starting to figure out why you lost.
They've all made horrible decisions or pushbacks on anything that MAGA wanted or that the people wanted. They didn't watch their
Well, anything that Megan wanted and the people wanted that wasn't legal.
election platforms for 5 years, and probably longer. So that's what we need in there. And Ron is gone. And you're right. We can't have any.
Well, here, okay. Hi, stupid. Real quick, can I just get a little bit? Can I explain checkers to this dumb fuck real quick? Okay, asshole. If your platform is a legally binding one in the way that you want it to be, that is a must for any candidate that signs on to the RNC and says that they will only recognize any kind of you better recognize any elections that are hand counted with voter ID specific to a standard that they put forward themselves, that must happen on one day, no early voting, all this shit that he wants, but no hand, all hand counted, all hand tallied, all that shit. That means that anybody who signs on to it to be an RNC candidate would have to live up to those standards, because they're supposed to run on that, or they can't get funded, or they can't get support from the RNC, which means none of them could run in any of the fucking elections next year. Now, again, I'm for it, but are you fucking stupid? Good God, man. That means if you're a Republican that's aligned with the RNC, none of them will get elected. Not a fucking one. And again, like I said before, I'm for this. So you go, mustache. But yeah, please do that. But do you understand how fucking dumb this is? This is brutally fucking stupid. And the reason they're pushing back on it is because to get funding from the RNC, they would have to sign on to this. If they sign on to this, then they can't participate in any election that doesn't have the standards that they set forth. And if they don't, nobody wins. It's all Democrats and Indies, I guess. What are they going to do? Drop out and run as independents? I'm fine. Knock yourself the fuck out. But that's how, this is like brain-boilingly stupid. And again, I'm for it. I support Mike Pillow is the perfect man to run the RNC. Please make this happen. You idiot.
Especially
Is it possible that like the lizard part of his brain is just going, you moron, you are fucking us all.
Henry, any of those guys, any of the establishment guys that are in there.
Yeah, Henry. Fucking Henry, right? You guys know. Fuck Henry and his bullshit. Who?
They got to go. When I got.
Yeah, totally. The lawyers got to go. Whoever's running it now's got to go. I would say, hey, strip it for parts at this point. Great advice, Mike. Good work there, buddy. How's my pillow doing under your leadership?
To know those 168, I'd say about a third of them. You better get on board with the rest of MAGA because you signed this.
It's a rats. Okay, the whole thing is a social. It's a social club. It's a social club. That's not serious. We needed.
You mean like Mar-a-Lago or Bedminster? Gee, how'd that happen?
To be serious.
Yeah.
MAGA's not going to turn. The Warren Posse is not going to give them a penny until they show that all the consultants are gone.
Oh God, it's so you hate to see it, but then you kind of love to. Fuck these idiots. This is amazing. Yeah, fine. Yeah, you moron. Yeah, we get it. You're an idiot. This is just fucking stupid. Hold on. I got it. Do I have my no, my yeah, I've got to put it. Hold on. I have to. I got to add an image in here because it's wrong. There we go. Let's say add a source. It's got to be popcorn. Where's the? I know I have it in here somewhere. Maybe not. Is this it? No. No. Maybe I don't have it in there. That's weird. Okay, that's probably why. Because I like we're gonna need at some point let's see, add this source. This is when I since I'm doing cleanup anyways. Browse, open up, you silly thing. Where'd it go? Why is it not? Oh, there you go. All right, well, there you go. There's all the files, all the stuff. There we go. Oh, I opened it twice. That's fun. Or 3 times. That's fun. Yeah, I love PCs. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Okay. So in here, let's see. Close this, and I'll choose. Where is it? I know. Here it is. Ta-da! Yeah. Done. There you go. I just got to put this in here. This is gonna have to be. Yeah. Let's shrink this down. There you go. At some point, we're just going to have this. The future, ladies and gentlemen, of the Republican Party is fucking popcorn. It is just fucking popcorn. These guys are, I said last year there would not be enough popcorn for 2023, and I would argue it's even worse now for them. Fuck these idiots. This is glorious. And I cannot wait till they at some point, let's go and put this back there. There you go. So at some point I'll just bring this in and out like that. Yeah. Okay, that'll work now. So yeah. Okay. Let's be abundantly clear. This asshole has run My Pillow like a dummy business into the fucking garbage. The one that his crack addict friends salvaged because he was the one paying their bills. And now these motherfuckers are saying, we're not going to give any money to the RNC until they get rid of all the consultants. Please do. Please. Fuck the consultants. Hire Steve Bannon, RNC. Take all the money you were giving to political consultants who know about real polling and inside polling and get out the vote campaigns and just give it to fucking Steve Bannon, and he'll just spend it on hookers on Guo and Guai's yacht or whatever. Good Lord.
All the the whole building's purged.
Yeah, everybody just purge the entire RNC. That's a plan. God damn, I love this. Can I just say right again? Can I just say to the folks who were worried that they're going to take over, that fascism and flashisms are going to fight, and they're going to be roller skating, and old Biden's not going to be able to. All right, the only reason some of these motherfuckers in like Michigan and other places are feeling like they could do protest votes against Biden is because they know for real that he's going to be reelected, because Trump is fucked, and with this crowd backing him. Jesus Christ. Ugh. It's so good. Again, if January 6th had been run by people with actual brains, we'd be in a different fucking country by now. But thank God it was run by these dickheads.
Get a new set of people under La Savita and under Laura Trump and under Watley. But they're playing games right now. They got Henry Barber. They got all of it. Anyway, you got. I'm burning daylight here.
Yeah. Tell people where they can contact you. I don't remember. I can't say your links because you pay for my fucking show. All right. I gotta say, like, the fact that he does this with other people, whatever. Sometimes you forget, or sometimes you're busy, or that. But Mike Pillow fucking pays for this fuckhead's entire network, the entire thing. If it wasn't for his promo codes and the shit he sells to maggots, these motherfuckers would be broke. So the fact that he's like, what should they tune in? Motherfucker, you better have a goddamn, like, list to read off. You do his ad, motherfucker. He's paying for your fucking show. But I think Bannon does this just to shit on this guy's chest.
You were fabulous at CPAC. You were great. And the people loved you on the show everywhere. What do you got for? And by the way, even more than loved you, they loved the deals you were giving people. So give us some deals.
Fuck off. Yeah, the country's going to hell right now. We're on the brink of World War III. But tell us about your fucking pillows. Again, this is the moment when you know both of these assholes are completely full of shit. That this is flim-flam. These guys don't give a rat fuck about any of this stuff. Not for real. Well, he does a little bit because he's stupid. But Steve Bannon, absolutely not. But neither one of them thinks it's a crisis and oh shit and we're hanging on. America's hanging on by its fingernails, and if the election doesn't go our way this fall, we're not going to have a country.
There's going to be a country no more. I actually think it will not. It will be a country no more.
Yeah, that shit, right? Anyways. Yeah, tell us all about your lumpy pillows.
Lumpy pillows, kiss my ass.
You kiss your own
asshole.
All right, that's fine.
Well,
so they can continue to love you.
I'm back in Minnesota right now, everybody, with my...
Yeah, we know, because you have the big weird Jesus lion fucked up painting in the back. Okay, by the way, in the Bible it says the lion shall lay down with the lamb, that there will be peace on earth, or whatever. Which, by the way, there isn't war between lions and lambs. There's predator and prey in the animal kingdom. There's no hate involved. The lion might be a little miffed if one gets away, but they're not like, oh, I'm glad they're delicious because I'd bite them anyways. There's more fighting amongst lions than there is among, lions to lambs. Never mind that, the death of that analogy. We'll put that to the side. The other thing is that in this image is that Jesus is the lamb. So he's next to the lion because they're buddies now. Because the lamb is also the shepherd, is also the fucking cootie catcher analogy fold that is going on here, where like it just makes no fucking sense. Drives me crazy. I've seen pictures like this. We used to they had one in the deacon's room in the back of our church in Kentucky when I was growing up. It was the same kind of stuff, and I was always puzzled by it. It's super fucking weird. Also, why are you still wearing the crown of thorns? You didn't come to earth to wear a crown of thorns. This was them mocking you with the crown of thorns. They put a crown of thorns on him because he's not the king. He's not the Messiah. He's a false king. So they put a crown of thorns on him to fuck with him. It's so weird. Sorry, somebody's saying reference to C.S. Lewis, Asia and the lion equals Christ. Yes, it is, but that's where C.S. Lewis got that analogy from, the lion and the lamb, and he'd been referred to as the lamb, and I always thought that the whole washed in the blood of the lamb part was creepy as fuck. It's that whole thing eat of my flesh and drink of my blood. It's not cannibalism or anything. It's just cool. Yeah, C.S. Lewis Eschatology by Hal Sparks. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. It's bugged me for a long time. Yeah, it's like Jesus with a gun, or with him on his hands on Trump's shoulders, like he's about to give it to him. No. All right. Anyways, well, I'm not going to sit through an ad of this. I'm just going to make my own ad. Like, subscribe, give a thumbs up, support the show. Patreon.com/Hal Sparks helps the show exist, and is helping us build out our road kit, because I'm going to be on the road a lot. By the way, this coming Monday, big announcement, 7 a.m. Pacific time, I will be on Stephanie Miller's show. Just saying. So sorry, somebody said, Hal, you've been spot on for the past 36 months. It's been almost creepy hearing your views from others lately. Yeah, well, they finally are catching up. Hey, and you know what? I'm not even mad about it. I'm just going to be, overjoyed. That's the whole point. It's, by the way, thank you, patrons, why I don't put the show or any element of the show, what I do here, behind a paywall. Yes, the patrons get to see a comedy show a month, like I do the Flapper shows, and they can come to the show for free, and then they can also, watch it online because I stream it to them for free. But it's not this show; it's just regular stand-up. It's just me observing life and doing what I do. So I wouldn't go like, I have a piece of special information, and you have to sign up for our members only show, and I'll tell you the real inside scoop. Fuck that. I love the fact that our patrons are supporting the show because the point is the information. The point is the motivating voters. The point is to get everybody, aware of all the information that's out there and in a charming way. And so why put that behind, a paywall? And so patrons, thank you for that. Super chatters, thank you for that. People who give us bits on Twitch, stars on Facebook. You guys are the reasons I don't have to put anything behind a paywall to try to, right. Like Jimmy Dore or like Russell or like TYT. Like the first hour's free, but the next 2 hours where the important shit is, like, fuck off. If it's important, say it in public. And if people need to hear it, then get people to support you telling other people. Why do you have to? What's the point of the exclusivity in informing people as voters? I don't get that at all. I'm forever. I'm always confused with that shit. See it all the time. I'm just saying. And so thanks to our patrons and everybody else, I am never going to do that. This show, because of our patrons and because of super chats and because of people sending Venmo and all that kind of stuff, is always and forever going to be free. It's going to be available for everybody to watch. That's the point. Anything I do, like that would be a paid thing, is because it's a select audience and it has nothing to do with this shit. Right? It's capitalism out. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. It's profiteering. Oh, thank you so much, Gene. Love you. But I'm serious. It makes no sense. Not a joke, folks. Not a joke. I'm serious about this. It drives me fucking crazy. If the point is to get the message out and motivate voters and tell people what's going on and be as clear about it, especially in really complex topics where you got to, it might require more than 3 to 5 minutes to fucking talk about it, right? Then let the show be free. I do my show commando. That's right. As far as you know. For that very reason. So thank you guys for supporting. And if you can't support, just share the show and hit the like and let people know about it. That's plenty. It really does help. It really does help us build something. So if you can't afford to, and other people do it, all I ask is that you send them your love. If somebody super chats or somebody, is a patron or something, tell them thanks. That's all. And so they're why I can make that commitment and leave it that way. And I'm going to. I got to be honest. I will keep doing it. I did the show for free in the beginning because it wasn't monetized, and then I got kicked off of YouTube, and all that kind of shit. I did it, quite frankly, because I felt it was needed. And those of you that stayed up with me on election night know what I'm talking about.